Hey, what's going on? Thanks for stopping by. Listen, and today we're just going to give a quick update here on the 2.5.100 strategy along with the Ultimate Money Manager. And what you saw right there in the beginning of this video was 12 quick trades that I caught on a reversal. And it's all about knowing charts. It's all about support, resistance, and I got a full series on how you can understand that. Check out my playlist in my YouTube channel so you can check that out. Okay, let's get started here. We're gonna get our first trade out of the way on this live session and we're gonna talk about why I did it. Boom, there's the first win. Okay, we're gonna bring in the Ultimate Money Manager here and we're gonna put our first win there. Our goal today is we started at 182.31. I wanna win 2 out of 9. I set that up for 2 out of 9 with 92% payouts. So you're gonna use charts that are 92% payouts. And my goal today is to earn $5. That's it. I need to complete 2 levels, which is what it says right here, because this is my daily goal, and which will earn me about 2.91%. Now, having said that, my very first trade that you just saw was only $1.89, not 2.33. But either way, that was a win, and we're gonna move on. We're gonna make a win here, and we are going to move to the next level because we cannot bet underneath the dollar. So that's one win, even though we didn't get 2 trades in on this level. So let's move on to the next one. What do we do? How do we get started on the next level? So what you do is after each level, you will change your starting balance to whatever it is in your PO, which for me is 183.98. Okay. And I want to win again. I want to win 2 out of 9. So we're going to change this dollar amount to 235. So we're going to change this to 2.35. And now we are all set up. So we use this number right here, which is 1.28% of our balance, which is very good. We want to trade between 1 and 3%. Ideally, I set my stop loss to 15. Once it hits $156, it will automatically red out and I'm done for the day. Don't revenge trade. Follow the Ultimate Money Manager. It's super simple to follow. Just follow it. Okay, we're at 183.98. We're starting out. I need to win 2 out of 9. So let's go ahead and find another chart that we can do this on. So my first win, why did I choose that trade? Well, I currently am set up here with a 30-second. This side is a 30-second timer. Okay. And I have standard candles, and on this side, so it's a split chart, and this is a 3-minute candle, okay, and standard candles. So you can go up here, only on PC, this can be done on PC, you can't do this on mobile. 1 chart, 2, 3, or 4, I do 2 with a split. And why do I do this? Well, because I have my 3 moving averages, the 2, the 5, and the 100, and then my stochastic oscillator, which set at 533. I'm using the 3-minute chart as a confirmation to help me where I'm at in the trend. So am I on a downtrend? Am I on an uptrend? Am I going to do a reversal? Am I going to continue with it? Having this 3-minute chart open really helps this 30-second trade window. Okay. And what are we trading with? Well, like I said, we are going to do $2.35. I got to put it on this side because this is the side I'm going to trade on, 2.35. I'm not actually going to trade on this side, the 3-minute candle. I'm going to trade on the 30-second candle. Okay. So what are we looking for? Well, the goal is to, if you're going to trade with the trend, this is the 100 moving average, and the teal line is the 5 moving average, and the white is the 2. So let's go through the settings. So the 2 SMA is white and 2 pixels because we want to make it a little bit thicker. And then the teal is 5, okay, SMA. And then the red is 100 SMA. That's what the red one is. So the red just kind of gives us a trend over the last 100 candles, what this is doing. The way that the 2-5-100 strategy works is that you want to look for downtrends, and then you want to buy when you get close to the 100 SMA. So in this instance here, this was an uptrend here. It crossed over, you bought it up, it continued to ride up. Here, it crossed over, it retested, crossed over and went back down. Then it tested and went back down. So what we're using these indicators to help with the stochastic oscillator is we want to see if it's oversought or oversold or overbought. And so here's the settings for the stochastic oscillator. Because our candles are so short, I have the K period set to 5 and then 3 and 3. Now here's a little tip that I did here. This is what I changed, okay? This normally says 80 and 20. Well, I changed it to 85 and 15. Why? Because the top is 80, the bottom is 20. Well, if I change it to 85 and 15, it broadens the oversold and the overbought so that you can get a better confirmation on where this is moving. Okay, so now that we have that set up, I'm just going to hide these so it's easier. Your goal is to find 82s, and every time you start with the chart on the left, you want to mirror with the chart on the right. So the goal here is we're either going to buy as the candles reach the red here, or we're going to sell or buy in a reversal. So when you look at trends like this, excuse me, sorry, I got itchy eye. You can see here that we are almost at the 85. Here we're at the middle of the chart. We have two big wicks here, so that means that buyers are trying to pull it up, but sellers are pulling it back down. Okay, the 2 crossed the 5, so this has definitely some upward momentum, which is what you see right here. But now it looks like it's stalling out. So we have all of these candles here that are consolidating. That looks like it's to be stalling out. So let's go a little bit to the left here and see. And as you can see, we are way over the last little bit. So I would say that this is at the top of the chart over the past, let's say, hour or two, because we have a 3-minute candles, and over here we have 30 seconds. And so if we're going to buy a reversal here, we want to wait till we get this stochastic oscillator over top of the 85, along with on the 3-minute over top of the 85. If that happens, then that is a real strong indication that this is going to be a reversal. So because we have the Ultimate Money Manager set up, and this is going to help us manage our funds, we're going to go ahead and take one of these trades. We're just going to give it a second to see what it's doing here, because we had a push up here, a push up there. And right now we are getting close to the 85, and this is still crawling up. So we got a small reversal here. Again, this might be stuttering out at the top here. And again, this 3-minute is almost at the top here. So looks like potentially we are going to be turning down. So let's go ahead and take a sell here. And the reason why I took a sell here is because we had this long wick here. Like I said, we had this push up, push up, push up, which you can see all of these green candles here. And then we had this really long wick here where buyers pulled it up before the candle closed, though sellers brought it back down. And then we had another red candle. And then here we have the 2 crossing over the 5. And I went in for a 1-minute sell. So we have the stochastic oscillator down here. When the blue crosses over the orange, that is downward momentum. If you look over here on the 3-minute, we also have the same thing, the blue over the orange. Now, even with all of that said, that's not necessarily going to pan out, because as we all know, in the trading world, even though indicators give you all of the signals to do what you are supposed to be doing with your strategy, that doesn't necessarily always pan out. But with this beginner strategy, there's a win. There's a win because I used all of the indicators along with the 2-5-100 strategy, which honestly is a very good beginner strategy for anybody who needs to use a strategy that is easy to follow, some really good indicators, and it really follows the market structure. This trend, this strategy really does. Like, I love it. It's great. Anyways, there's a couple other videos you can watch. I'll put a link to those so you can check those out. Anyways, okay, so what do we do when we win? Well, we went ahead and we got a win. So this completes our levels. We are done for the day because we completed 2 levels. That's what we wanted to complete. We wanted to get $5. Well, we got almost $5 because my first trade was a little bit low, but either way, we ended up at 286. So 286, let's bring up the calculator here. Let's see what the calculator says. So if we bring up our calculator, so we're at 186 and we are at 182. So 186, I'm just doing some quick math here, divided by 182 equals, so we're going to times this by 100. and then we're gonna minus 100. So that give us 2.197 or 2.2%, which almost is our 2.91. Like I said, the first trade was a little bit low, but either way, 2.19% in 2 trades using the Ultimate Money Manager to help with the dollar amount, but also using the 2-5-100 beginner strategy that I just showed you right here. Now, I launched these videos a few weeks back, and this is just me showing that, you know, we're still using it. It's still working. The Ultimate Money Manager is great. Now, how do you get the Ultimate Money Manager? How do you get this information? Come over to the Telegram group. Inside the Telegram group, I have a lot of people like yourself that are looking to gain some knowledge on how to trade. And then they want to use tools and or strategies to help them keep it simple. The goal is to keep it simple, and the goal is to keep your daily percentage low. We're not shooting for 20% here. When you shoot for 20%, you end up ruining your account. We want to have steady growth. We want to get rich, but we do want to do it, and we want to preserve our capital. Ultimate Money Manager will absolutely help you preserve your capital. Okay, so now that we have the Ultimate Money Manager understood, I'm going to show you what the growth chart shows. So if the growth chart, I started at 182, and then today I earned just over 2%. So I would be at 185.64. Well, I'm close. I'm at 106.14. So I can go ahead and change that 186.14 because that was my ending balance for the day. And then so tomorrow I'm going to try and get another 2% or 3%. And whatever that number is I end in the day, I'm going to go ahead and enter it here. Maybe you overshoot. Maybe you got 4, 5, 6% that day. Maybe you were wanted to have a longer session. You can go ahead and do that. Maybe you wanted to earn $15. Then you would do 6 levels because that would give you about 8.74%. You would go ahead, we reset this. We're at 186.14, and you'd be ready to start your next day. We want to win 2 out of 9. Well, maybe you don't want to win 2 out of 9. Maybe you want to win 4 out of 15. Maybe you want to do something like that where you're $1.54, you're 0.83%. That will take you 7 levels. So 4 out of 15, you're lowering your risk, because if you lose and then you lose, look at, you could still lose 3 in a row and then win 1. And all we have to do is win 4, but you lose again. Maybe we win another one, and then we lose another one, and then we lose another one. Then we win, then we lose, then we lose, then we lose, then we win, right? So look at that. So I took 13 trades. I only had to win 4. The Ultimate Money Manager managed all of those funds for me. So every time you win and or lose, you're going to plunk that number right into Pocket Options, so that this is going to, like I said, it's going to manage your funds all by yourself. All you got to do is follow the chart. Follow the chart. Just figure out what system works for you. 2 out of 10 maybe. So let's go ahead and reset all of this. Okay. Reset these back down. So this is me just showing you examples on how this works. But today's session was great. Completed my 2 levels, got my over almost 2.2%, and I'm good to go. So here you go. Maybe I want to win 2 out of 10. I start with 186.14. Okay, I want to make 8. I want to earn $15, which is 11 levels. So you would go ahead, you would do win, and that would be level 1 complete. Then you would enter in 187.31. You'd put that right there. Then okay, then we have 10 more levels to go. Then this would be 2 levels. Then you get the 3 levels. Then you get the 4 levels, right? To complete 11 levels, you make 8% that day. That's how that works. That's how the Ultimate Money Manager works. All right. So I just wanted to give you an update on that and show you real quick how those two tied together are doing amazing in my group. Coming over to the Telegram group, you want to get the Ultimate Money Manager, you can go ahead and do so. Just ask how to get it. I want you to join my team in our Telegram group. It is free. We do not charge for you to be in there. And we have a lot of great people that are willing to help you become a better trader. And we're already doing it. So come over, say hi, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks. Bye.